The Imperfect issue, wherein our hero finally pushes the envelope. Some things I know. 1. Never sit around in a wet bathing suit. 2. Always have your keys ready. 3. There comes a point when you gotta get some control over your life.
Oh, liars, no way this is a medium.
And 4. As soon as you decide something like that out loud, the whole world conspires to wreck it.
Oh, yes. Very nice.
Is everything okay in there?
Everything's fine, thank you. Help! So the sales lady calls in this maintenance guy, which is great because I'm standing there in my underwear and Dad's black socks. It's laundry day. So they try everything to get me in. Dad? But this just defies the laws of physics. Eventually they bring in
paramedics.
keep reading.
Rescue Squad Division 6 finally wrestled her out of the dress with garden shears and a propane torch. But I figure, humiliating as it was, my daughter got what she deserved for stealing my socks. Joey.
scissors. They brought out scissors. They cut me out of the dress. End of story. He eavesdropped on a private conversation between me and Mary E. and then wrote about it.
So much for your writer's block.
You swore.
Kale, come on. It's fiction.
Yeah, you know it's fiction and I know it's fiction, but everybody else thinks it's fact. My friends, my teachers, even Perfectly Frank.
Perfectly frank? Who's perfectly frank?
Does this ring a bell? I, Joey Stiglitz, solemnly swear not to use my daughter's life in my humor column so she may develop a new, more accurate public image.
Well, you'll see I didn't sign my name. I signed Daryl Sittler. Anyway, in case you haven't noticed, the column you love to hate is putting dinner on the table tonight. Speaking of which, your brother's late.
Yeah, well, when he comes, he can eat your paid-for-by-the-devil dinner. I am going upstairs to rest because, in case you forgot, I start school again tomorrow, and I've got a big day of cringing and curling into a little ball ahead of me. Unless I can figure out a way to stop you and your evil ways.
Kale. So who's perfectly frank?
Ethan, can't you do your own laundry at our house?
Sure, but it gives my mom such pleasure, and I don't want to be selfish. Are you coming?
I can't face them.
Look, Gail, my parents don't care as much as you do.
Yes, they care. They want it too.
Whatever.
See, that attitude, that's the problem. If you cared, it would happen.
Oh, it's me, is it?
You don't try.
Right, like that's the problem, like I was trying in the 12th grade.
What?
Kathy or Kelly. She miscarried. Well, that's what she said. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with my plumbing, all right? Come on, let's eat. Hey, Gail, come on. Gail!
My idiot brother. But no, Dad never picks on him. When he was 7, Ethan stuck a jellyfish up his nose and got stung. When he was 21, he runs off with an older woman, gets married, and now they fight in public like white trash. And what does my dad write his column about?
Are daughters like puppies? Do they grow into their feet?
But I've got my defense. Perfection. Huh? Then he won't have anything to write about. Because perfect isn't funny.
Who are you and what have you done with Kale?
I'll thank you not to taunt my perfection.
You should probably turn that new leaf back over. You obviously didn't know what was hiding under it.
I make vows to myself, Ross. Vows. First day of school vows to myself. 1, I shall keep toiletries in my locker like girls in magazines. 2, I shall topsy-tail my hair a different way every day of the week as pictured on package. 3, I shall walk a straight so narrow when people see my picture in the yearbook, they'll say, Kale who? But for now, the walk of shame.
Nice dress. Does it come with a crowbar?
Ha ha, very funny coming from a bunch of... Now, meaning 1. About to hurl a very clever insult when distracted by perfectly frank. 2. Completely losing control of one's mouth. 3. That which makes guys taunt one further.
Hi, honey. How was your first day of school?
Except for the expected walk of shame, perfect. Not a single humiliating thing happened. Not 1 second worth noting. I'd like to see Dad write something humorous about me now.
Yes. Well,
What?
nothing. Nothing. That's great.
You're covering for him, aren't you? Mom, what did he do?
I am really sorry, honey. I had no idea.
Parents, be warned. First day of school is as embarrassing for parents as it is for kids. Back on my daughter's first day of kindergarten, Kale came out of the washroom wearing a toilet plunger as a hat. Mom, I did not!
I know. I will have it out with him as soon as he gets home.
It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what I do. I could murder his computer and he would come back with longhand. If he wants a war, that is fine with me. Just fine.
Kale, what are you gonna do?
Okay. Fight fire with fire. Bingo. Dad's stuff. Notes. Ooh. Letters. Dad, you animal. Mom, you sex machine. Oh, okay, now that's embarrassing.
Ew. He just used the word groin in a love letter. My insides just went all wormy.
You feel wormy. He wrote that the year I was born. I could be a product of this humiliating stuff. Ethan, stop spying. You're so obvious sometimes.
You want to pick a fight, Kale? Because I'm in the mood, neighbor.
What?
Marriage just wasn't worth giving up my too-short bed and my stuffed pike for. Not to mention my own personal ambitions. Look, I'm gonna be upstairs writing jokes about the separation. So you two keep it down in here, all right?
Ethan's moving back home again? Our family is officially typical.
Your family is officially cursed.
Some more things I know. 1. You can never go home again. 2. The size of your mounted fish corresponds to the size of your ego. 3. There are some words you should never use in a love letter. Groin, as in my groin aches for you. Love handles, as in put my love handles to good use. Golden muff, as in you don't want to know. See, Dad's first mistake was saving copies of these letters.
Why, oh why, oh why, oh why, oh why would he do that?
I don't know. Maybe he thought they were good. And if that's the case, why not share them with the world? The Now Gal's Guide to Everything. How to break into a newspaper delivery truck. Crawl through hole in fence. Snag favorite fleecy pullover on sharp wire. Drop half your flyers in puddle. Invent creative swear words to be used again later. Compliment each other on your swear words. Open just sitting there unlocked truck door. Laboriously insert flyers into section D. Leave muddy boot prints on truck seat. Run away. Worried driver will wind up with muddy butt. Sneak back and wipe seat. Run away again.
You have no idea.
It's not so funny when it's your life, is it?
I love your mother dearly.
Yeah. Well, I kind of got that from those letters.
Those letters. Those letters were not to your mother.
So there you go. I've destroyed my parents' marriage.
Mom says, look to Mary and the saints for guidance.
Huh, good idea. You gonna use the saint with the arrows under the armpits or the one with the gouged out eyes?
Oh, that's really nice, Ross. Make fun of my religion some more.
Don't take it easy, Mary.
And what saint has arrows in their armpits?
Cupid? Stupid?
Cupid? Angel, chubby angel.
Mary,
St. Valentine had arrows.
you know, I might be going to hell. But at the moment, I'm okay with it.
Thank you, really. You're too kind. Thank you. That's so wonderful. Thanks. Oh, another victim. Welcome to the Stiglitz.
I'm not playing. Where's Dad?
So, where are you from? What do you do?
Quit it. Where's Dad?
Come on, help me out, folks. Come on.
I'm a student. I live here. Where's Dad?
A student. That's funny. Because I heard you were a home wrecker. You know, it's funny. There's so many ways to wreck a marriage. But in the end, people usually break up over the children. Don't they, though? Don't they?
Dad? Dad?
You know what? He'll be gone all night. But I'll be here all week, so tip your waitress and drive safely. Carol Stiglick, everybody. Was she not fabulous? Was she not, though? Wasn't she?
Rationalization corner. Okay, so I search everywhere and Dad is nowhere to be found, but should I feel responsible? I mean, it's not like I forced him to write those letters. And he did just leave them there at the bottom of that locked trunk, buried under mildewed magazines where anybody might find them. Plus, he's an adult. He should be facing his problems, not running away from them. Nope, there is no reason I should feel responsible for my father running away from home. Other than it's completely my fault.
Joey?
No, it's me. I was out looking for him. Mom, I'm really sorry.
Don't. You know, Kale, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Ethan when he was arrested for assaulting the school mascot. I am really happy that you're growing up and asserting yourself as an individual. But if you want to be an adult so badly, you bail yourself out of this one.
Mom, I didn't know.
Yes, well, I did.
What? You knew?
It would be hard not to. Your dad's pretty transparent. But I also know that he didn't act on it.
How?
I have my sources. You know, Cal, despite his numerous faults, your father does love me.
Yeah, okay, but why did he run off if you two have already gone through?
Because he didn't know that I knew. Hello? No, Ted. Yes, I will get him to call you as soon as he gets back from the dentist. Bye. Bye-bye. The paper has been calling every 5 minutes. They want to see his rebuttal to your little insert. I've been stalling them, but... Oh, God. Where is he?
Even more things I know. 1. Cats don't respond well to screaming. 2. No matter how much ketchup you get, you'll always be one fry short. 3. There's no hero in tights that's gonna swoop in and save you from yourself. Now and then, you gotta make the hero move. So if Dad's editor wants a rebuttal to my insert, I guess I'll write one and hope Dad sees it. Hey, Mary E. How's this sound? Dear readers, you've heard a lot about my daughter over the years. You've laughed along as she played with dog poo and as she practiced makeout sessions with a damp Marky Mark poster. Ouch. Now that you've had a chance to laugh at her old man, you can see that she comes by her gene pool honestly. But that's our family, where the relationships are complicated beasts, and where passions may wax and wane, but devotion is rock solid. But as my wife often points out, we're all stuck with each other, for better or for worse, because we're a family who forgives and loves unconditionally, but also gets even. So here follows an ode to Marky Mark by Cale Stiglick, age 12.
Mom, do you have Dad's editor's email address?
Here's what it looked like. Nobody slept that night. Mom started smoking again. Ethan watched all the late-night comedy shows and yelled, "I could do that," over and over. And I wrote. I just dumped everything I'd been thinking, everything I could never say to my family right out of my brain. And I cut and pasted it all together with postcard and magazine bits and crappy little drawings that make me laugh. And in the end, I had a zine starring me, our hero. 6 pages stapled that I could copy and give to my friends, that I could mail away to other zine writers all over the world. Secrets for strangers. And once I'd done that, I felt in control for the first time, maybe ever. Then finally at 4 a.m., Dad showed up with the first edition of the Trib.
Dad. Oh, Joey. Thank God.
Well, we need to talk. I'll meet you upstairs. First, I want to...
Yeah.
Knock, knock. You know, I didn't get published till I was 20. Well, I think we both appreciate the power of the pen now.
Guess so.
And, well, I think it's time we each write our own stories, huh? I'll leave you alone, and you leave me alone. That's what you wanted, isn't it? Okay. Good. What's this?
It's my story.
Our hero. Some kind of comic book hero with superpowers and a cape?
No. It's me.
Well, you know, you're my hero. You know that?
What's so funny?
Dad, he's so lame sometimes, it's almost endearing.
So, lame is funny?
No, sort of.
Well, come on, I'm gonna be a stand-up comic here. I need to know.
You gotta be joking.
Shut up, I made you laugh. Hey, Dad, you want to hear my set on infidelity?
Okay, the walk of shame for the last time.
Actually rhyme phenomenal with abdominal.
Brilliant.
Get your autograph, Miss Stiglick.
Editor's note, our hero, the imperfect issue, wherein the alarming details of our hero's life are reported for the amusement of others and the catharsis of me. The reaction? Who knows? One guy says I need a hobby, but Mary E. and Ross like it. And some grade 11 kid follows me around now like I'm a rock star, but whatever. At least now our hero gets to tell her own story about her own life in her own way. Of course, I may live to regret this.